The streak is over, ladies and gentlemen. And oh, baby, Raptors do snap the 17-game win streak of the Houston Rockets at the Air Canada Center. 108-105. And oh, baby. Yeah, you see that one? No, it's not the Detroit Pistons this time, people. It's number 1 in the West versus number 1 in the East. And the Eastern Conference leading Toronto Raptors prevail 108-105. And it is big credits to the first quarter of this team. They were stellar. Both ends of the floor. The defensive intensity, terrific. The offensive efficiency, through the roof. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think Houston made a single three-point shot in the first quarter. Whereas the Raptors couldn't miss any. Kyle Lowry started he had in the first quarter alone at 13 points on 5 of 6 from 3 or some freakish number like that. Or no, maybe it wasn't 5 of 6, but he was unbelievable. He was fantastic. And the whole team was terrific. JV, the whole starting unit, Serge, JV, Norman Powell. As much as the offense, it wasn't really there for Norman. 2 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 0 of 5 from 3. But the defensive intensity, I thought he did all right out there. You know, usually it's been OG. You saw in the game in Houston, OG Anunoby was terrific against James Harden. You didn't have that today, but you found a way to get the victory. Serge Ibaka was terrific in 24 minutes, 11.7 boards, 5 of 10 shooting, only 1 of 5 from 3. But he got the job done defensively. Jonas Valanciunas, he's finding himself. His confidence is there. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists on 5 of 8 shooting, 4 of 4 from the field, and he didn't take a 3 because there was no 3s available. And the block late in the game on Capella, that was huge. That was gorgeous. And where do I leave it? Your 2 All-Stars were your All-Stars. Like I said, Kyle had 13 points in the first quarter. He ended with 30. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 of 14 shooting, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 of 9 from 3. DeMar DeRozan, 23 points, 8 rebounds for Debo. He was great. Now, 8 of 19 shooting, 42% is not the greatest. 4 of 6 from the line, 3 of 7 from 3 is pretty good, plus 6 on the floor. He was great. Van Vliet off the bench, 11 points on only 5 of 13 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3. But it's the defensive intensity of this team late. No one except for Kyle is really eye-popping when it comes to points. But if you're looking at what this team did, they took one of the best offense in the NBA, in the Houston Rockets, who I'm just checking right here, are averaging this year 114 points a game. We're averaging, what are we averaging? 112, and you hold them to 105. Now, a lot of credits is that first quarter. I mean, that's a ridiculous quarter. It was the Houston Rockets' lowest scoring quarter this season. And I just got to give this team a ton of credit. The defense in this game was you got to the big lead, and everyone's going to say, well, they almost blew the lead. Key word. Almost. You get a big lead early. You try and sustain it. Yes, they slowly started to make pushes. But whenever they made a sizable push, the Raptors came back with their own. There were a couple times where we had like an 11, 14 point lead. They trim it to 5 or 4. Bang, we get it right back up to 9 or 10. We did not let them get some freakish, gigantic run to put them ahead. Fantastic job by this team. I mean, what else can you say? Jakob Poeltl defensively was terrific. I mean, you look at the offensive glass. The Raptors won on the offensive glass by 4. You know why? They wanted this more. They had 20 assists. They only had 14. We had 7 steals to their 9, 3 blocks to their 4, 16 turnovers. That's not good. There were a lot of careless turnovers, especially late in the game. I know, I forgot which one it was, but it was like 2 of the 3 last possessions with like a minute and a half left are turnovers. You can't let that happen. And we've talked all season long about big shots or big free throws late in the game. I'm looking at DeMar DeRozan here. late in this one. Oh my goodness. There we go. There, that might have been bugging you guys. It was bugging me. Tough shot late. A minute and a half. Again, the guy was shooting under 40%. I don't think a lot of people felt that way because of how well this team was playing overall. He took that tough shot. He knocked it down. That's what clutch players are. That's what they do, is they work their tail off. And we talked all season, from day one to right now, about clutch free throws late in games. Kyle Lowry knocked down 2 to put you up by 4 with just under a minute to go. They knocked down to 3. It's a 1-point game. You inbound the pass, it goes to JV. He gets fouled. You're thinking, oh no, the big man gets fouled. Oh wait. We got a versatile big man who can shoot free throws. He knocks down both, goes 4 of 4 from the line for the game. Thank you very much. And then great defense on the inbound play with like 5 seconds to go. Yes, Kyle, I think Kyle said after the game that he was trying to foul Joe Johnson, former Raptor killer. And either whether he did or not, there was no call. He hands it off to James Harden, but he's almost at half court. Remember, guys, a little while ago with Kyle Lowry's half court shot that he kind of went like that? James Harden's shot kind of looked like that. Missed wild, air ball, ball game, Raptors win. This team is believing. Whether some people in Raptor Nation all across Canada watching this team, some people still aren't believing. And I get that because of the whole playoff issue. I understand that. And the NBA isn't really respecting the Raptors all that much. And I don't give a darn. As much as they probably said after the game, well, you know, the Houston Rockets just didn't play one of their better games today. Right? That's probably what they said. And they didn't give the Raptors a whole lot of credit. But if they did, well, kudos. But if not, doesn't surprise me. But I don't care, because myself, all you guys, I'm assuming, and the Raptor players and coaching staff themselves, they believe. And we do too. They've crushed Cleveland. They've crushed the Celtics. Yes, they lost by 1 to the Celtics earlier in the year, but that's before the team really even found themselves. Then they do, and they face them once, and they murder them. And you beat the number 1 in the entire NBA, the Houston Rockets, who are on a 17-game win streak, who felt like they could do no wrong, and they lose to the Toronto Raptors. The battle of number 1s, the Raptors come out on top. Oh, it's beautiful to feel. Oh, it's fantastic. And you know what? Raptors have quietly won 7 straight games here. They're up to 48 wins on the year. So if some of you guys are thinking, well, the push to 60 wins, it's not going to be an easy stretch, but boy, does this one help. The Raptors, if you guys are listening to the podcast on Tuesday, we said 15-5 the rest of the way. Can they do it? It's going to be tough, but they could possibly do it. Well, they've won 3 straight since then. They got to go 12-5 the rest of the way. Can they do it? You got to take it game by game, and we'll have to wait and see. But boy, oh boy, what a game. Credits to this team. JV was terrific. Serge was terrific. Lowry, DeRozan were terrific. I mean, it's just DeMar DeRozan, guys, we talk about how the weakest link on the defensive end is probably DeMar. Just because, you know, he's your all-star shooting guard, he's your shooter, he's your main guy on offense. I get that. But defensively, there's been times where there's been, you know, some things wrong with DeMar on the defensive end. But I thought on some plays today against James Harden, look, Harden's a freak in nature. That guy's going to rack up some points. He had 40 in this one. He shot 15 to 22 for 68%, 4 of 8 from 3. I mean, he was fantastic. But who else did they have? You know, who had the best game after that? Okay, you had Eric Gordon, 14. Chris Paul had 14, Capella with 13, Ariza with 13, and everybody else didn't have more than 5. The Raptors had the versatility. They had everybody working. And guys, I got to go back to one play here. One play, because I just want to talk about before we wrap this baby up. The inbound play. Chris Paul gets the ball. It kind of rhymed. I didn't mean it to, but it did. Fred VanVleet all over him, knocks the ball away. Paul gets it back, comes up the floor, passes a low pass to the guy in the corner. Who's there to steal that? JV! I mean, it's fantastic to see this defensive team. You hold a team that is so gifted offense. Eric Gordon took a couple half-court threes and it looked like they were nothing. Same with Harden. A couple of, nice little moves and then a fading three with a hand in his face. There's no way. Oh, my goodness. Right? You look at, they had a ton of those. But whenever they had a push, the Raptors pushed back. And that's where this team is so good. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and boy, if you guys enjoyed this game, hit the like button. I do appreciate that. Credit to the Raptor fans who were at the ACC. Were loud, proud, and fantastic. Drake, I mean, he's unbelievable. He's fantastic. But this team, the fan base, we believe. Start a hashtag in the comments, everyone. I just want to see if this gets going here. Hashtag we believe. So we all know who really believes in this team. And I'll start it off. All right? We believe. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video. I saw that stuff once. But if you like this video, hit that like button. If you like this game, hit that like button. If you really liked it and all that good stuff, hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Who's your MVP? I got to give it to Kyle Lowry. This guy was a freak all night long. But again, you know what? Hold on. Kyle was great. I give my MVP to the Toronto Raptors, period. They worked their tail off. They got the win. I'm proud of them, right? So who's your player of the game or team of the game if you choose to do the same thing? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys. Tuesday podcast, that'll be uploaded to iTunes. The link will be in the description to that, so just giving you guys the heads up there. Pumped about all that stuff getting out to you guys on Tuesday. Monday, Jays edition. As the Jays have won 4 in a row now, and everyone's like, oh, here comes the World Series. Yeah, when you're 3-8 and you're saying no playoffs, and 7-8 and you're saying, oh, we're in the World Series. Yeah, just shush. Just wait till the season starts. But they're playing good ball. We'll talk to you guys Monday night, or Monday sometime, talking about the past week's games and how the team's been doing and all that great stuff. We'll talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow as they take on the Penguins. They've had a long layoff. They got to get back on the right note. They're at the Air Canada Center tomorrow night against the Pens. Got to get back in the win column. And next up, we'll talk to you guys Raptors edition. We really haven't looked much past this game. Sunday. Now, it is Sunday afternoon, but that video won't be uploaded till later, you guys. I'll be at my girlfriend's, so that video will be uploaded later that night, probably about 11 o'clock or so. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But Raptors at MSG, taking on the New York Knicks, looking for their 8th straight win, and win number 49 on the year. We'll talk to you guys then, hoping for another great game, but hopefully not as stressful ones, because these last 2 games have been killing me. Nonetheless, a victory is needed, and we'll talk to you guys then.